Hi, my name is Paul, and I'm one of the partners in the Cookery, a social cooking school in Johannesburg.
Hi, my name is Emilio, and I am a recent business partner to the same business, the Cookery.
Emilio and I first met. He was working in a restaurant in Pretoria, and I happened to steal him from it to come and join me in my business, and that was 7 years ago. I think what makes the Cookery special is the fact that when I first started concepting the business, I've had other businesses before, and I wanted to do things a little differently. So our primary objective for myself and for the whole team is to have a meaningful human transaction. As an outcome of that human transaction, we will have a financial transaction. But we first set out to actually just enjoy the company of other human beings.
I think what also makes the Cookery so special is the fact that it's 7 years now and we still get to enjoy what we do every single day. Every morning we wake up, we enjoy what we do, and when we go to bed happy because of it.
The concept behind the Cookery is basically it's a fun social night. But in the process, we're going to teach you to cook different dishes. So in the average sort of evening, we'll get a group together, we'll teach them 15 different dishes from a certain theme. And before they leave, they get to have a fabulous dinner. And when they leave with the skills that we've shared with them that evening. The theme is always to have fun, always be social.
The whole principle is always about connecting people to that food and that relationship that we shared with food growing up.
So part of the idea behind the Cookery is to make everything as accessible as possible. So from the recipes that we design to where you're going to get your ingredients from, we don't use any specialist stores. We try not to use specialist equipment that people aren't going to have. The whole idea is to take away from that intimidation of the process by just making it as accessible. So any supermarket you can get to, you're going to get the ingredients we use. We're going to teach you the skills to be able to take those ingredients and do something special with them. But we avoid that sort of tall hat chef sort of attitude towards things.
So the Cookery is all Paul's brainchild. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you drew this on a serviette one night while you were feeling inspired while sitting in the restaurant.
So the idea behind the Cookery comes from my background. I'm Luso-Indian, so Portuguese Indian, and I was taught how to cook in a really social, loud kitchen with lots of energy. And I just wanted to repeat that process for people because there's this feeling that cooking is so serious, and we wanted to take that away and just let people know that it's actually a really natural and fun process.
Building on that connection, of course, is why we got along so well when this business did start, is because I come from a Portuguese-Italian background with a very similar upbringing. And in fact, part of our story was that when we did meet each other, we found that a lot of things that we grew up with, we shared in common, which was quite strange. So we have so many different kinds of people coming to the venue, which is really amazing because we get to reach so many different kinds of people. So from it being a corporate team building right through to a wild bachelorette or hens party on a Saturday night, through to engagement parties and birthdays, and all of it is kind of centered around bringing people together around the concept of cooking and sharing a meal.
No, I mean, the most important lesson that I've learned, this is my 4th business that I've had, and they've all been a success, but this is the first time where I felt a personal sense of success from it, and I think it comes back to that. Have a meaningful human transaction. Treat your team with love and respect. They'll treat you with love and respect. Teach your clients with love and respect. And you find that you just, as Milo was saying, we've never had a bad event. And it's because even if we have a difficult person come through our space, we just, as Milo says, we kill them with love. And they leave here just loving what we do. And I think too many of us focus on the profit side of things, which is essential because without making the money, you're not going to keep the business going. But that doesn't necessarily feed our souls. And when you're working 16 hours a day, you've got to make sure your soul's well fed. Part of that means no man's left behind. You kind of have to make sure everybody gets through a difficult time. And we did. Just fortunately, I think there are lots of businesses that weren't as lucky or weren't as fortunate. But we did, we're here, and that's why I was saying, with all the issues that we're facing at the moment, with load shedding and with water and with all the other issues, I can't be in a state of continual concern. I have to have something positive to work towards, and that's why, with whatever risks may come, a new kitchen is going to come too.
So the Cookery is located in Craighall Park. We're actually at the old Colony Shopping Centre, which I think everyone knows, the old haunt of the Colony Arms. And to contact us, you just pop us a little email on info@thecookery.co.za. I mean, we've got our Instagram page up and running as the Cookery Josie. Our Secret Josie Chef blog is running, or Paul's one rather. And it's the easiest point of connection is through social media or straight through an email address.
Yeah. Google us.